The NFL Draft is an event that captures the attention of fans across the country, uniting them in anticipation of what the future holds for their beloved teams. Each year, the draft brings hope and excitement as teams select the next generation of players who will shape the future of the league. One team that has been particularly exciting to follow in recent years is the Philadelphia Eagles. With a strong roster, a winning culture, and a front office that consistently makes smart decisions, the Eagles have become one of the most intriguing teams in the NFL. As the draft approaches, there's no shortage of speculation about what direction the Eagles will take. The team is coming off a season where they made it to the Super Bowl, and while they fell short of winning it all, their performance was a clear indication that they are a team on the rise. The Eagles are in a unique position heading into the 2025 NFL Draft, with a solid core of players, but also several areas that could benefit from reinforcements. The question is, where will they focus their attention? Which positions will they prioritize? And which players will they target to make their already talented roster even stronger? The first thing to consider when evaluating the Eagles' draft strategy is their current roster. Philadelphia has one of the most well-rounded teams in the NFL, with a high-powered offense led by quarterback Jalen Hurts, an elite offensive line, and a defense that boasts some of the best pass rushers in the league. But even with all of that, there are still areas where the team could improve. Right, the wide receiver position is one area that has been the subject of much discussion in recent months. While A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith are one of the league's top receiving duos, the Eagles could still use another playmaker to give Hurts another weapon in the passing game. Another position that could use some attention is the defensive secondary. While Darius Slay and James Bradberry are both excellent cornerbacks, the team could stand to add another young, dynamic cornerback to help solidify the secondary and create more depth. There's also the matter of the Eagles' defensive line, where they've had significant success in recent years. Adding a few more bodies to the rotation could help ensure that the team's pass rush remains among the league's best for years to come. When it comes to the actual draft picks, the Eagles hold some valuable assets that will help them land the players they need. Their first-round pick is particularly important as it gives them the opportunity to add a top-tier player to their roster. The team could go in several directions with this pick, depending on how the draft unfolds. One of the most intriguing options is to select a wide receiver who can complement Brown and Smith and take some of the pressure off Hurts. There are a number of talented wide receivers in this year's draft class, each with their own unique skill set. The Eagles will have the opportunity to select a player who can make an immediate impact and help take their offense to the next level. Another option could be to target a cornerback who can add depth and competition to the secondary. This is a position that the Eagles have been investing in heavily in recent drafts. But there are still quality cornerbacks available who could come in and make a difference right away. With their first-round pick, the Eagles could land one of these top-tier players and solidify the future of their secondary for years to come. The defensive line is also a position to keep an eye on. While the Eagles have been dominant in this area, the NFL is a constantly evolving league, and teams are always looking to improve. The Eagles could target a pass rusher who can help the team maintain its edge in this critical area. The depth of the defensive line will be crucial as the season progresses, and the Eagles will need to ensure they have the horses to keep up with the rest of the league. As the draft draws closer, one thing is clear. The Eagles are in a strong position to make a significant impact in the 2025 season, and they have the resources to add the pieces they need to keep improving. The question now is whether they will stick to their needs or if they will take a calculated risk to add a player who could provide immediate results. Whatever direction they choose to take, the Eagles front office has a proven track record of making smart decisions, and this year's draft will be no exception. For fans of the Eagles, the next few weeks will be filled with anticipation and excitement. The team has the opportunity to make moves that will set them up for long-term success. With their high first-round pick, the potential for a game-changing draft pick is very much on the table. Whether they choose to address their needs at wide receiver, cornerback, or defensive line, one thing is certain. The Eagles are not only looking to contend in 2025, but also to build a team that will be a perennial powerhouse for years to come. As the Eagles continue to build their future, their focus will be on finding players who fit their system and culture. They will be looking for players who are not only talented, but also have the right mindset to succeed in the NFL. The team's coaching staff, led by head coach Nick Sirianni, has built a winning culture in Philadelphia, and the draft will be the next step in ensuring that the Eagles remain one of the league's most competitive teams. This is a franchise on the rise, and with the right draft picks, the Eagles could be poised to make another deep playoff run and eventually hoist the Lombardi Trophy once again. As we move deeper into the NFL draft analysis for the Philadelphia Eagles, it becomes clear that their needs aren't just about filling gaps. They're about securing the future. While many teams enter the draft needing immediate contributors to make an impact, the Eagles find themselves in a unique situation, poised to make strategic moves that can ensure their long-term dominance. Their combination of a young, talented roster and a winning culture means that their draft decisions won't just be about getting good players for 2025, but about sustaining success for years to come. One of the key considerations when analyzing the Eagles' draft prospects is their commitment to maintaining the strength of their offensive and defensive lines. It's no secret that the Eagles have been one of the top teams in the league when it comes to controlling the trenches. Their offensive line, often regarded as one of the best in the NFL, has paved the way for Jalen Hurts to thrive, allowing him time to make plays and giving running backs like Miles Sanders room to operate. However, even a dominant line needs to be maintained and bolstered over time. The team is likely to add depth here, ensuring that they continue to dominate in the trenches for years to come. The Eagles' defensive line, led by the likes of Fletcher Cox and Brandon Graham, has been just as formidable. Their ability to pressure opposing quarterbacks and stop the run has been central to their success. But age and injury concerns mean that it's not too early for the team to think about the future of the defensive line. In this year's draft, the Eagles will be keeping an eye on pass rushers who can develop into starters down the road. There are several standout edge rushers and interior linemen available who could be immediate contributors while also learning from some of the veterans already in place. Even with the strong foundation in the trenches, the most pressing question surrounding the Eagles' draft strategy revolves around their secondary. Despite having two elite cornerbacks in Darius Slay and James Bradbury, the Eagles can never have too many good defenders in their secondary. Injuries and wear and tear over a season can expose even the best units, and building depth is critical. The team could find a cornerback who not only offers excellent coverage skills, but also brings a physical edge and ball skills that could complement Slay and Bradbury. Adding another talented corner could ensure that the Eagles continue to have one of the top secondaries in the league. At the safety position, the Eagles have shown that they are willing to make moves when needed. While they have strong players in place, the draft could be the perfect time to find a young safety who has the potential to develop into a starter. The safety position can often go under the radar, but having a playmaking safety who can cover ground and make big plays can be the difference in crucial moments during a game. Whether it's a strong safety who can support the run or a free safety with the ability to make interceptions and cover ground in the passing game, this is an area where the Eagles could add talent. Another key aspect to watch during the draft is the Eagles' strategy in selecting a wide receiver. While the Eagles' offense has been explosive with Jalen Hurts at the helm, having A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith on the outside gives the offense a dynamic duo at receiver. But if you ask any football analyst or coach, they'll tell you that you can never have too many playmakers. The wide receiver position is one that the Eagles could look to upgrade in this draft. The depth of the wide receiver class in 2025 is impressive, with a number of players who possess the speed, hands, and route running ability to thrive in the NFL. A rookie wide receiver could come in and learn from two of the best in the business, while providing Hurts with another weapon that opposing defenses would have to account for. Imagine the possibilities for the Eagles' offense if they can add another weapon to the receiving corps. One who could stretch the field vertically or serve as a quick, reliable target on third downs. This could be the final piece to an already potent offense that has the ability to score quickly and efficiently. Beyond the offensive and defensive lines, as well as the secondary, another area that may not be as immediately obvious but is equally crucial is the Eagles' special teams. While special teams rarely get the spotlight, they play a massive role in determining field position, which in turn can decide the outcome of games. The Eagles could target a kicker or punter in the later rounds, ensuring that their special teams unit continues to be solid. It's often said that games are won and lost on special teams, and the Eagles will need to ensure that their kicking game remains consistent. This area of the draft will likely be more about securing a reliable long-term contributor rather than looking for immediate stardom. Looking at the quarterback position, there is no question that Jalen Hurts is the undisputed leader of the Eagles' offense. However, the Eagles could still use the draft to add a young developmental quarterback who could be groomed to be Hurts' backup and perhaps even take over in the future. While Hurts is young and still on the rise, quarterbacks often go through periods of inconsistency, and having a strong backup who can step in if needed would provide security for the team. A developmental quarterback could also learn behind Hurts, gaining invaluable experience that would make him a viable option in case of injury or when it's time for Hurts to move on from the team. Ultimately, the Eagles have a wealth of options and plenty of flexibility heading into the draft. They are in a position to continue building a team that can challenge for championships year after year. The 2025 NFL Draft will be an important step in that process. The Eagles front office has built a reputation for making smart, calculated moves in the draft, and with the right picks, they can continue their rise as one of the NFL's premier teams. Whether it's bolstering their already strong lines, adding a dynamic playmaker to their offense, or strengthening their secondary, the Eagles are poised to make moves that will ensure they remain competitive for years to come. As the draft looms, it's clear that the Eagles' future is in good hands. With a mix of established talent and young players ready to make their mark, the Eagles have the pieces in place to maintain their status as one of the NFL's elite teams. The 2025 season is just around the corner, and with a strong draft, the Eagles could set themselves up for another deep playoff run, with hopes of finally securing that elusive Super Bowl victory. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to Steelers Nation Central and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Pittsburgh Steelers, and don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. In a stunning turn of events, Josh Allen, the star quarterback for the Buffalo Bills, has agreed to terms with the Pittsburgh Steelers, a move that has sent shockwaves throughout the NFL. Allen, known for his rocket arm, incredible mobility, and leadership on the field, has been a cornerstone of the Bills' offense since being drafted in 2018. His departure from Buffalo marks the end of an era, but also the beginning of what could be a thrilling new chapter in his career. With the Steelers for the Bills, this marks a major shift. Allen had become the face of the franchise, leading the team to multiple playoff appearances and earning Pro Bowl honors along the way. His combination of size, speed, and accuracy made him one of the most feared quarterbacks in the league. Buffalo's offense was built around him, and his ability to make plays both in the pocket and on the move was a key factor in the team's success over the past few seasons. But now, with Allen leaving, the Bills face a new challenge as they work to fill the enormous void left by their former leader. The Steelers, on the other hand, are getting one of the league's brightest talents at the most important position in football. After the departure of Ben Roethlisberger, Pittsburgh had been searching for a long-term solution at quarterback. The Steelers have a rich history of success at the position, with Roethlisberger leading them to 2 Super Bowl titles. Now, with Allen in the fold, they are hopeful they have found the next great quarterback to lead them back to contention. Allen's skill set fits perfectly with the Steelers' offense. Pittsburgh has long been known for its strong defense and tough physical running game. But with Allen under center, they now have the potential to become one of the most explosive offenses in the league. His ability to make all the throws combined with his mobility and ability to create plays outside the pocket gives the Steelers' offensive coordinator a new weapon to work with. Allen's arm strength and downfield accuracy could elevate Pittsburgh's passing game to a whole new level, something they've been missing in recent years. While the move comes with its share of uncertainty, it's clear that both Allen and the Steelers are excited about what the future holds. The Steelers fan base, known for their passionate support, is already buzzing with excitement at the prospect of watching one of the NFL's top quarterbacks lead their team. If Allen can find success in Pittsburgh, it would mark a remarkable achievement. In his career, especially after his time in Buffalo made him one of the most beloved figures in the NFL. As the offseason unfolds and training camp looms on the horizon, all eyes will be on Josh Allen and his new team. The pressure is on, but if history is any indicator, Allen thrives in high-stakes situations. The Pittsburgh Steelers have the new face of the franchise, and if things go as planned, they may just be on their way to another championship run. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Pittsburgh Steelers, make sure to subscribe to Steelers Nation Central and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.